I look a funny colour. Hello. Oh, that's better. We're now live. I think. Let me just adjust this a bit. How's that? Hello, folks. How you doing? Hey, Alex. Hey, Kavita. I never say your name properly, do I? I am so ready. I love that. I love that. I saw your comment earlier and I linked you in to my newsletter because I know that YouTube is really bad at letting people know when we go live. Right. So, hello, everybody, and welcome to today's live stream. It's very exciting today. We thought we're not doing videos enough together, are we? So we wanted today to let you know that we're still alive and we're still together. And we thought we would do a live stream to share some news. Hang on a second. Stephanie says sound is really soft. Is anyone else having an issue? Because I have recently had some sound issues. Have you got your microphone? I haven't, no. I can go and get it if it's a problem. Can you hear me now? How's the sound, guys, before? Sound is low. Okay, right. I'm going to go and get my microphone and see if I can carry on talking. Okay. I've had some, I'm going to sit close to the camera so you can hear me. I've had some issues with my sound lately. I'm still trying to fix it. So I shall get my microphone and then hopefully it'll be all right. Give us a second. Yes. Just getting mic. Bear with us. Hold that, my lover. Right, give us a mo. Just have to position that there. Right, how is this?
Probably just deafened everybody now.
I have, haven't I? Can you all hear me now?
Can't hear a word, says Ricky.
Ricky says can't hear a word you're saying.
That's because you're like miles away, Ricky.
Yeah, that's because you're miles away.
Oh, we've gone boom.
Okay, so can everyone hear us all right now?
Are we too loud? Hiya, hiya.
It's great now, brilliant. Sorry about that. I've got something wrong with my laptop sound at the moment.
You're such an amateur.
And I'm trying to fix it. But I don't usually use this when we're both together because it's a bit fiddly, but I will just hold the mic and that'll be fine.
Right. Don't drop the mic.
It's going to be one of those live streams. So let's start this again. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our live stream. Chris and I were just discussing that we keep saying we're going to try and do these once a month. So it is the first of the month tomorrow, and it's coming up to Pride Month. So we can now try to do one of these a month. So the purpose today is to do a live stream together because we haven't done a video together for a while. We've also got some epic news to share with you, which lots of you lovely members will already know about, but today we're going to share it live. And also to give you a little bit of a catch up about the book and about where you can get the book, what's going on for book events and so forth. So firstly, hello lovelies. I'm just watching all the comments. Hi boys. Alex Bertie's here. Hello lovely. I keep messaging you, Alex, and I keep thinking you're going off me. It's dreadful.
Long time no see.
Ricky, you are a complete flirt. As he says, Chris, you're looking very attractive this evening. Sarah, we love you. Bless you.
We love everybody.
We do. Lots of members in the house tonight. Joel is in the house. Sarah's in the house. I get confused with some of my Ko-fi Flock Club members. So if I'm missing you, shout at me and I'll say hello and give you a shout out. Hey, Joe. So before we get stuck into our big news and just to tease you a little bit more, I just wanted to say a massive thank you to everybody who keeps buying my book top to bottom. If there's anyone new, this is what I'm talking about. Yes, I'm plugging it again because you just have to, don't you? But lots of people have been doing the one-to-one signings with me over Zoom, and I know how nerve-wracking that can be. So I'm just so grateful that everybody is brave and is doing that because I'm loving meeting people one-to-one. There's still lots of books for sale. I'm going to create some more virtual signing slots soon. So do check out my Ko-fi page for that. I also wanted to know if you want more book events because I haven't done one for a while. So if you would like more book events where I do the reading and so on, let me know and I will get that organised. One-to-one signing with you was awesome. Flower Storms, I loved it as well. It was really nice to meet you and your other half. It was lovely.
If you've read the book, don't tell me the ending. I haven't got that far yet.
Plonker. You plonker. Right, shall we stop teasing you and tell you our big news first? Hang on, I've got a question here. Is the book limited edition? How long can we still get it? No, it's fully out there in the shops, proper release book. It's just that I'm selling, because of COVID basically, and I can't go to bookshops really, so I'm doing these where I'm selling them myself as well, with the option of a signed copy, so you can actually have your name signed in the book, and I can send it out to you, or you can meet me one-to-one and I'll sign it over Zoom and send it to you. That's what I'm doing. So kind of special edition that I'm signing them, but if you want to just get one that's not signed, you can do that as well. There will be links in the description to everything I'm talking about.
Roberta Morris is
Robert Morris is here. Hello, darling. How you doing? Hello.
This is the only way we get to see each other.
Oh, I know. Hello, Liz. We miss you being in the flock as well, but it's fine. The good thing about memberships is people can dip in and dip out as you need. You're always welcome back in at any time. You know that's absolutely fine. Candy says, definitely glad I bought the book. Candy, some of your reviews have been absolutely wonderful. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Everyone else who sent me lovely messages, if you could repeat those messages on Amazon and Goodreads, I'd be so appreciative. I really would. Thank you.
I'm laughing because I keep reading what Ricky's putting. Can I have a one-to-one with Chris? It's £50 for the first hour, £30 for the second hour.
Ricky, you're going to get a special one-to-one, aren't you? Let's face it. Hang on, we've got Charlie in the house. Hello. Can you also get some wonderful signed stickers? Yes, you can, Charlie. Thank you very much. You can get these as well. So basically, if you've already bought your book, but you still want something signed, I can sign and send this sticker to you for your book, or a bookmark. So there you go. Joe says, can I come one in person, get a coffee? You can. And eventually I would be doing these face to face. So yes. Hang on, where are we going? Get the book, everyone. It's beautifully written and educational too. Oh. Bless you. Do you know what? I keep saying this to people, okay? You would think that the scariest thing would be writing about my penis and making it public. Actually, the scariest thing is writing and having that be public, because I'm more scared about being a rubbish writer than I am about my penis being public. So to get such lovely feedback about my writing is actually like the best thing in the world to me. So thank you all very much. Right, will the proceeds, Sarah, will the proceeds from the book keep the seagulls in green crackers?
Well, there's getting more in there. There's more every time.
If you follow on Instagram, it's just getting ridiculous now, isn't it?
No.
Right, we can't hold off anymore. It's been 8 minutes. We've really got to tell them on news now. Should we tell them on news now?
No, let's do it next
pregnant.
week.
No, I'm not pregnant. I'm not pregnant. Okay. Oh, you're a wonderful writer,
should have come
Finn.
with the trigger warning.
Thank you so much. Yes, no, I'm not pregnant. Honestly, it's not possible for me to get pregnant. Okay.
We're both just fat.
We're both too. This is not a baby. Silly sod. Right. Okay. So the news is that Chris. What?
I just wondered where Dimitri's book's coming from.
Oh, it might be a different name than I recognise. Dimitri, if you're having problems, send me a message. If you're overseas, it does take a bit longer. But drop me a message. Right, look, let's not tease people anymore, okay?
Okay.
So the Furrfurr and I are moving. That's our big news. And this is...
do that Ant and Dec thing.
What? Dun, dun, dun. You can't coordinate it, though. Well, anyway, yes. So we've decided we've done our time here in Eastbourne. We both moved here for kind of similar reasons, didn't we? We moved down south. You know what? I moved because of my mum. You know, I moved down to look after mum. I didn't expect to pass as quickly as she did. I also didn't expect to meet somebody. I wouldn't have been staying in Eastbourne as long as I had I not met Chris. And then when the pandemic hit, we both started to think about what we wanted, really, didn't we?
Mm.
And we've both lived in Devon and both loved Devon. So that's what we're doing, isn't it?
Yeah, life's too short.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just made us rethink things, really, and we just want to be back where life is a little bit quieter, a little bit slower. I work from home and my business is starting to earn enough money to buy some shopping now. So, you know,
that's the only reason we're moving, isn't it? Because it's cheaper as well.
Yeah. The idea is to be able to buy our own place, isn't it?
Yeah.
But here in Sussex, it's just not going to happen. Really isn't. Whereas down in Devon, it's much easier to get your own place. So we're renting for now. And yeah, so it's all really quick. We're moving on like the 14th of June. And Ricky, who keeps pulling our leg in the
Yeah.
chat is helping. He's kindly driving to us with a van because Chris can't really lift much,
No.
and then driving us down. So we're going to be living in Plymouth,
Yes.
aren't we?
You
Almost
got that
it
right.
Almost got it wrong for a minute. Yeah, we're going to be living in Plymouth. So you all remember when I lived in Dawlish? That's a little bit too quiet now. Plymouth is lovely because it's a big, vibrant city, but then you've got countryside, moors, and sheep all the way around it. So it's perfect, really, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's cheaper as well, which meant I can change my job because I've not liked my job for a while.
No. See, this is the thing. This is why we've had to keep it quiet and why only our members know. Because, of course, Chris was like trying to either get a transfer or get a new job. So we couldn't be very public about it until we found out. And that little mini holiday we had a couple of weeks ago, it was for him to have an interview.
Well, no, it was just...
Initially, it was a holiday, wasn't it?
Then it ended up being 2 interviews on the same day.
So we had the interview and then found out the next day that he'd got the job. So that was it. You start in 4 weeks. So we've had to do flat hunting online, haven't we? And that needs to go in front a little bit just in case. We've had to do flat hunting online, which has been quite interesting. But yes, we found it. Sarah says, I'll come and visit the first chance I have. Yes. Flower Storm says, you're 100% doing the right thing. Life's too short, and getting anywhere where property prices aren't so awful is very smart. Absolutely. It really is beautiful. Ricky, what are you on about? Look, I don't know what you're talking about. Clayton says, congratulations. Thank you. Danina. I'm rubbish at saying names.
Where are you looking?
There. I haven't got my glasses. That's a trouble.
Danina McCatherine.
Yes. Thank you. Amazing news. Happy for you. Yes. So I know lots of people down in Devon. This is the exciting thing as well, because the trouble is, right, I moved to Eastbourne. What are you laughing at?
Was Chris's interview for Devon's newest sex machine?
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm going to be the newest sex machine in Devon, and Ricky's going to be the newest sex machine in Cornwall.
Oh dear.
And Finn can be cameraman.
Deary me. So yes, basically we just haven't really built a life here, have we? Because Mum died and then COVID happened. So the only thing I'm really going to miss about Eastbourne, we've got like a couple of best friends that Chris works with, and I've got my best friend from school that I reconnected with. And so that bit is hard to leave. It's always really difficult, isn't it?
I've got best friends everywhere, though.
Yeah.
Scattered all over the place.
But we do know lots of people.
I've always said, if we could pull the country closer together and we were all closer, that would be amazing.
Liz, funds off to sort crowdfunding to get FinnFurr to Stoke.
It wouldn't take much. It only cost 50p, move to Stoke.
I need to be near water. I do need to be near water. And it's just, it's lovely. Congrats. Some good things come out of the pandemic, Emerson. Absolutely. I was talking about this the other day. And of course, the pandemic's been awful. Lots of people have lost their lives, lost their businesses, lost their homes. It is awful. But in anything bad that happens any time in life, there's always another side of it, isn't there? And for me, lots of positives have come out of it. I've had lots of kind of counselling these last couple of years in dealing with Mum. I've kind of grown my business a bit more because of COVID, and it's shown us how much we really work as a team, hasn't it? To like live in lockdown together for as long as we have. And it's just, it's brought us a bit of perspective about what we want to do. So yeah, yes. Thorin says, hi, Finn and Furrfurr. I was wondering if there will be an audiobook version of Top to Bottom. I have a lot of migraines and would love it more than to listen to Top to Bottom when I'm poorly. Thorin, I completely agree. I have been asking my publisher about this, and the word is that they just don't turn memoirs into audiobooks because there isn't a lot of call for it. They don't sell many. Now, my argument is people are used to hearing my voice, so perhaps an audio version of my book would work. So what I'm looking to do is at some point I'm going to get some polls going to prove that there's a market there. And then if they say that they won't do it, perhaps I'll be allowed to do it off my own back. I don't know. So hold the faith. It probably will happen because I'd like it to happen. Sarah says, would you consider getting a FinnFurr fairy friend? Yes. As soon as we can buy our own place, there will be a cat, a dog, a sheep, and possibly an orangutan. He just didn't react. Yes, Ricky, I haven't forgot Rosawin. I never say her name right, do I? Is it Rosawin? Am I saying it right?
Should we just call her Rosie?
I know. So yes, we will be babysitting for Ricky because Ricky's going out of his way to come all the way from Cornwall to Eastbourne.
You'll be babysitting, no, I'm not.
Yeah, no, we'll both be babysitting. I'm taking her to Glastonbury Festival. Stephanie says, I'm so happy for you and you found a new home so quickly. It was so stressful. It was bizarre, wasn't it? Because like we got the news of the job and they were like, right,
yeah,
4 weeks, here we go.
As soon as flats were going on the market, they were just, all their
Lightning, wasn't
online viewings were booked up straight away within like an hour.
Mm.
And then there was a property which came up again, which we'd seen. Well, I'd seen because you weren't interested.
Well, I'm never interested until I know something's happening.
Yeah, you
And
weren't
then once
interested. He wasn't interested. Anyway, he wasn't interested. So I emailed him over the weekend, and then I phoned him up on the Monday, and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and I'm just like, blah, 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 blah. And then he just spooked his head, and I think he took pity on me.
He was really nice, wasn't he? He literally did a WhatsApp group, because the funny thing was Chris had to go and see his mum because lockdown ended and he hadn't seen his mum for ages. So there was Chris in Stoke, me in Eastbourne, and the landlord in Plymouth, and we were all on a WhatsApp call together going around this flat. You know, thank God for COVID in that way, because they probably wouldn't have done that had we not had the pandemic experience.
No, they definitely would have done it in normal situations.
Absolutely not. So, you know.
Sorry, yes, you can get a train to Plymouth from
It's quite
London.
good. This is another reason why we chose Plymouth, so that it is still central if I need to kind of travel for talks and so on. Louisa says, you're doing what's right for you both. Such amazing news. We moved to Scotland, and yes, it was a huge step to take, but actually it was the right thing for all of us. I completely agree. Charlie
says that Alex Bertie did an audiobook, so we need to find out how we that one.
The thing is, I'm tied into a publisher, so it would depend on how it is. Charlie says, we've had so many chats in the Flock Club about this. Yes. See, this is the bonus of memberships. You get a front seat in everything that's going on. You get to find out before everyone else, because I'm like, that's cheeky.
It was a bit stressful because we had to wait the whole weekend, didn't we, to find out if it had gone through or not.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, with the audiobook, it will depend on your publisher. And at the moment, because I have a contract, I can't do anything else outside that contract unless they allow me to. So, yes.
Penny, we're moving to Plymouth.
Yes.
That's what you've missed?
Penny, that's what you've missed. You've missed Chris being his normal weird self, and the fact that we're moving to Plymouth in Devon in like 2 weeks' time. It's crazy. Toe and Thumb, hello, you lovely pair. How are you doing? Jackson Bird also did his book as an audio. Yeah, I know, this is the thing. It clearly is successful. So I just need to convince my publishers to either do it or to let me do it. But it will happen, because I would love to speak the book. Every time I do a live reading, I love it. I love reading the book. So, yeah, I'd love to. Yeah, everyone's saying the same thing about moving. Congratulations, my loves. Thank you very much. Sandra, thank you very much. Zombie Bojo. Is that actually Zombie Joe? Are you who I think you are?
Zombie Bojo.
Yeah. Are you who I think you are? Zombie Boy. I can't see that far with my contact lenses. I need like a super screen.
You do realise how much junk you've got, or how much junk.
Where did you find that?
Your partner has.
Yes. Actually, can we just backtrack? I have done. Do you remember? Do you remember a while back I did a blog about trying to downsize using the Marie Kondo method? That thing, does it spark joy? You know, that kind of thing. And I did some, didn't I?
You would have thrown it all away if you didn't.
But then I just got stuck. And it's so difficult when it's really personal stuff, isn't it, about mum? I want to do an update about this, because part of the reason I hoard is because getting in recovery, I didn't have a thing. I didn't own anything, because I lived out of a rucksack because I was a complete pisshead, and I just traveled around, worked in places, so I didn't own anything. Then when I got sober, I started to own stuff, and I realized last year before, that the reason I was hanging on to stuff is because it symbolized my recovery, the fact that I'm actually like stood still. But then and so that helped me to let go of some stuff. But then this time when we're packing, I'll show you in a minute, I'll turn the camera around. We're going through everything, and this time it's easier. And I've realized another reason why is because I'm happy in my own skin. I know who I am now. My identity before, I didn't have one. So my identity was like the books I owned, the videos I owned, the CDs I owned, whereas I don't feel like I need that now. My transition's done, if that makes sense. So it was so much easier. I had thrown, there was like 6 bags of rubbish here. We've gone about 5 charity runs so far. We're not going to have anything left at this rate. So it's been really good to downsize stuff.
Hiring this big van, and there's just going to be you, Ricky.
Stephanie says, are you packing yet? Right, hang on. I'm going to turn.
Oh, no, don't.
I am. I'm going to show you. Do you want to see the wreck that is our lounge? You ready for this? Right, I'm going to pick you up. Ready? Go.
Look at that. It was like that before you started packing. Do you like what we've done in the window?
Oh dear. So yeah, we are definitely packing.
And that's what, one carload to the charity shop and one to the tip.
It's been bonkers. But yes,
Bonkers.
you both look amazing. Thank you so much. So yeah, as you can see, we are living in
my
a
new
tip.
best friend.
Lisa.
Oh.
Finn, that's amazing that you've been able to come to those realizations about yourself. But self-awareness is incredibly precious. Honestly, it wasn't until like a few days ago, right? Suddenly, I can't remember what started the realization, but I was just like, oh yeah, my books and that have been a symbol of who I am because I didn't really have a sense of who I am. It's amazing, isn't it, how things change? Toe and Thumb say, do we have a date for the wedding?
Well,
put it this way, being in Devon, it's probably going to be closer because my ideal, and I think Chris is coming around to the idea, is to just have it in a little barn with some sheep and some hay, and that's it. So it'll be easier to do, won't it, when we're down in Devon?
I don't think Chris is coming round to that idea.
I expect it will be 23, I would have thought, wouldn't it? It's not going to be next year.
I've got a cotton pecking minute.
What?
I thought we were going to do move house, save up for a house.
Yeah. But barn doesn't cost much.
And then, well, we best get to know a farmer down there.
It'll be fine.
Anybody know a farmer in Cornwall?
Oh, look, Hannah's my new best friend. Very handsome, Finn. Thank you. Are you taking the Seagull?
No. No.
Oh dear, someone's saying that all the packing's giving them anxiety. I'm honestly loving this clear out.
Your anxiety is you want to throw more. You've gone the other way, haven't you?
Yeah, I can't stop throwing. It's amazing. We all want to come to the wedding, says Sarah. Well, to be honest, I'll probably live stream it. It's got to be done, hasn't it? Really, really. And baby Jesus as a witness, says Sarah.
I've seen a place in North Devon that does like festival.
Flower Storm says, sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but sheep aren't legally allowed to be at your wedding. Are they not?
Flower Storms, I love you. Your check's in the post.
Surely they can be ring bearers.
No.
Because that would be so cute, wouldn't it?
Flowers is like the sheep expert.
The Seagull will follow. We're all going to miss the Seagull. Yes, you see, the new flats hasn't got a balcony or a big window ledge. So he's either going to have to build a bird box or there's just not going to be any Seagull. We'll have to get a kitten to keep you occupied, won't we? Just don't throw crackers at that.
No, because I don't like the poop trays anymore.
Well, the seagulls pooped all outside our window.
Yeah, well, I don't have to shovel that up, do I? And put my hand in.
Look, everyone's going to miss the Seagull.
I know.
Someone's just said Jonathan will be. Stephanie's just said Jonathan will be startling the new tenants. He knocks at the window and then screams. So that's going to be fun for the new tenants here, isn't it?
There is a deranged seagull downstairs.
Oh,
I'm not sure if that's the Sydney. Anyway, I shouldn't say this because it don't make me sound at all like what's name. But it looked like I was swerving at the Seagull because I was going to do a U-turn in the street. So I went over to one side and it just started screeching, didn't it? And it wouldn't stop.
As Chris put on the brakes, it was nowhere near it. It was on the path. It just went. Honestly, it would have been amazing if I got it on film. It was just so hilarious. But yeah, it's not very well. There's something wrong with it. You can hear it at night sometimes. It's just screaming. So it's like, can you hear the seagull screaming, Clarice? Oh dear, have I missed anybody in the comments?
The bedroom's at the back of the house.
What, here?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
You wouldn't sleep with that, would you?
No. Flowson says, skidding on sheep poop at your own wedding wouldn't be the greatest special day memory. They'd have nappies on.
Finn can fall over on a bit of fluff, so a bit of sheep poop.
They'd have little pink nappies on, because that's what they do in care homes when they bring lambs in. They have nappies on, so it'd be fine. We'd have them in little pink nappies with frilly edges, and they'll have like a little hat on where it can have the ring, and it will just come in like that.
Anybody feels sorry for me? I only proposed to him, so I'm still available.
You put a ring on. Knitted pink nappies, yes. Yes. I'm just going back up the comments a bit in case I've missed anybody.
It was just mainly about sheep and Seagull.
Have a giant box of crackers for the next renters with a note that says for the children. That's toe and thumb. That's hilarious.
The Dean being moved in December and still finding. Honest, we've got nothing left.
Honestly, I've thrown so much away you wouldn't believe it. I found, this is Lisa, she says, I found you two looking at Letter Gardens Canaries for reviews. I'm still here. Oh, yes, that's where I know you from. Yeah, of course. It's so funny how people kind of like find me. I love it. I really do.
Letter Gardens, is that the one in the High Street?
Yeah, she was looking for reviews of it. And then found me, which is hilarious.
Bet you wish you hadn't clicked on that one, eh?
So rude, isn't he? So rude. Drum boy, we love you too. Drummer star boy, should I say. Natasha loves the whole way we thought the sheep thing out. Absolutely.
No. The way you thought it out.
Are you getting a bigger apartment in Devon? I'm glossing over that one. Toe and thumb, it's massive, unless he's used a wide angle camera.
I think he's done a wide angle and he sold us a doll's house.
It is really big. If the office is as big as it looks, I'm going to have a little studio in there, which would be nice. I'm going to have to take my lights down all the time. But yes, I will share. Well, we will share some pictures. We'll probably share a moving vlog once we get there, won't we? And do a little tour of the flat.
Oh yeah.
Not our address. He's worried in case everyone turns up.
No, just selling ticket stock if they do.
The most important question is: Lammy Cat have a suit for the wedding? Yes. Where is he? He was behind me. We will get him a little bow tie.
I'm confused. Furrfurr, the shade.
What? Where? Oh. The shade. That's like that's speak when you're younger for like you've taken taking the Mickey, isn't it? Shade when you throw shade. I think. Hi, Mike. You tuned in a weird moment. Sorry.
Yeah.
Louise the Blackman says, to be fair, I wanted a Highland cow and my husband wouldn't let me. So we had them as cake toppers instead. Ooh, sheep in top hats on top of the cake. Yes, that's a great idea. He's really grateful for that. Lammy Cat says hello. He's dirty. Look at the state of that face.
Filthy. They don't need to see that, Lammy. Lammy what?
Lammy cat, oh, lammy. Right, I'm being silly now. Right, so that was our news. Really. So who lives in Plymouth that I can come and haunt? I'm just going up the comments again. What's this? Cows would definitely leave large steaming piles at a wedding venue. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. I think shade means being sassy and sarcastic.
That's me. I have a mug that says sassy.
What, your face?
No.
A mug. A proper mug.
A mug that you have tea in.
I don't know if we still got that mug or have we thrown it away?
No, it's at work.
Okay. My Lamar looks so simple.
Oh, sorry.
Malfunction. Yes, Sarah has Lammy's cousin. And even though they're the same family as in Jellycat, they look slightly different.
Oh.
What?
When Chris said, I bet you wish you hadn't clicked on that. Shade thrown.
I see.
Definitely. So who was that? Lisa. So quite a few people have found you that way, haven't they?
What?
And I bet they must think they've gone down like some weird rabbit hole. Just like.
Yes, I know. Stephanie says, have they not given you a floor plan of the flat? But there isn't a floor plan with this flat.
Miss Marple has worked it all out.
Yeah, we know that it's above this shop, so we can kind of work out. But also the pictures are really clear. And then when he did a walk round, we could see it all. But there's really clear pictures of it. It's really good that you can actually zoom in and look, isn't it? So not a floor plan as such, but we know how it's led out by the way the flat is. If that makes sense, because we Google mapped it.
Just say no when we know what it is. That would have been an easier answer.
Shut it. Also on his state, so messy.
Oh, the shade of it all.
Yes, I know.
I'm going to start watching RuPaul, aren't I?
When Chris said, I bet you hadn't clicked on that. Yeah. Chris, you should definitely carry off Miss Markle's straw hat and cardigan.
Have you seen in my wardrobe, Sarah?
I
struggle with the hat, putting the hat pin through.
Because you haven't got any hair.
And get caught in my hair.
Should we get you some hair growth, darling?
Some what?
That stuff you put on your hair and make it grow.
I'm bald.
No, okay.
That's it. I am.
I've watched a little bit of RuPaul, but not much. Stephanie says she's got to go, peeps. Catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in, Stephanie. Lovely to see you, sweets. Always lovely to see
Hannah
you.
Rose says, yes, watch RuPaul. I have a straight friend who was obsessed with it. Watches loads of it. Mind you, he's as gay as they come in.
Aidan says, I just joined. Did I miss the big news already? Yes, you missed it.
Yeah.
But we'll tell you. We're moving, basically, in 2 weeks. We haven't just randomly decided. It's been on the cards for a year, and it's just happened because Chris got a new job. So
you've got a ditzy flower blouse, haven't you? That one with the butterflies on it.
So we are moving to Plymouth in Devon. What?
Well, in Plymouth in America, is it?
Well, you never know. There might be one. What you want about? What? Oh, that butterfly shirt. Yeah. I'm too fat for that now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, COVID.
No, it's because you eat too much.
No, it's COVID curves.
Oh, that side effect from the jab.
Yes, it is. It is. So there you go, Aidan. That's our news. We are moving to Plymouth for a fresh start, to start our lives. You know, it's time. I've said goodbye to Mum. I've dealt with the biggest part of grief, and it just feels like it's time. You know, we need to move on. We really do. See, look, Plymouth, Massachusetts.
I know. I said we ain't moving Plymouth, America, are we?
COVID curves, well-known side effect from the jab. Of course it is. It's not fat, Finn. There's more of you to love. Yeah, there is. See that? See that? Are you taking your seagull? I love that everyone is more concerned about the seagull.
No.
Do you know what? Ever since we announced to like our friends that we were moving, the seagull's been crapping all over Chrissy's car.
Oh yeah.
It did it really badly, got it cleaned, brought it home, woke up the next morning, covered again. So, yes.
Oh, now there's another Plymouth in Minnesota.
There you go, you see. They're all showing you up now, aren't they?
Which one's nearest, like, Jazzland? Is that Massachusetts?
What? Jazzland?
Yeah. Is it Massachusetts?
Ricky, you are not bringing any more seagulls.
Why, Ricky? Ricky, please. I've found a big box. It's got 4 big air holes and everything.
Can you imagine if we rock up to a new flat with a seagull?
I can imagine it.
They're already going to see us coming and think, oh my goodness. And
I've had a seagull in the living room flying around.
Yeah, I know. I was on a call with a client one night, and this one let the seagull in the lounge.
Didn't let it in. It fell off the box and landed behind the dining table.
Well, if you hadn't made it a little box stand by the window, it wouldn't have
dinner
got
table.
And seagulls do not need a dinner table.
Mine does, because we have etiquette.
What says Emerson says, I imagine your Plymouth is a bit more lovely than the ones in the States. Really?
Yeah. Best get Googling Plymouth and Devon. It's got some really rough
See
parts.
Jonathan in a flat cap asking for some more like Oliver Twist. Yes.
Yeah, it would. It'd be like, hey, up, can I have some more?
Oh dear, people. So yes, happy bank holiday.
Yeah.
This is our dose of weirdness.
Louisa said that Jonathan might get picked on though because he'll have a different accent.
That's very true.
Southeast, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So you can't take him then because he'd be very left out. And bearing in mind that he's now bringing friends, he brought a blackbird this morning as well.
No, I think it was a starling.
Was it? Oh. Well, it was black. Sarah says, last time I flew back from New York, we flew so close to Plymouth. Well, next time,
which
Plymouth? Down our Plymouth. Samantha says, I found out a hot shower accelerated the side effects of my first COVID jab. Oh dear. My first COVID jab, I was so ill. My second one, didn't even know I'd had it. Amazing. Sarah, I love these that make you laugh. They always end up in complete chaos. I always start with a plan, and then it never.
It's because you don't show me that plan. So
I did briefly say this is what we're going to do. And
then don't listen to you.
I know you don't listen, darling. That's why I love you, isn't it?
What was the plan?
That was it, really. Just to tell people our big news, to update about the book and any live streams and stuff. I think that was it. You see, your accent is going to make it hard enough for the locals, but Seagull, no. My accent, I don't know what my accent is. It's a bit of everything.
Richard, I've lived down south before.
Richard.
I'm calling him Richard.
You know Ricky isn't short for Richard.
They understand me. He'll be Richard when I'm angry with him.
I've missed the news. Ooh, Sarah has her first COVID jab next week.
So, plenty of water and paracetamol is what they told me, Mother.
Yeah. See, you had the
Pfizer.
and I had the AstraZeneca.
AstraZeneca. He had the AstraZeneca.
I had the Oxford one. And
AstraZeneca.
You didn't have any side effects from either of yours, did you?
No, but I've been ill for so long, I could have had plenty of side effects and not noticed.
Do you want to update about the latest ailments?
Oh, they don't want to get bored with that.
Okay.
I want you to be angry all the time.
Oh, we're going to have a
dirty boy.
Hilarious
I'm glad
time.
I'm not sharing a van with you. Can you hold that, please?
We're going to have a hilarious time when you come down. We've got you a little airbed, Ricky, and we're going to get you lots of food.
Yeah.
Everything will be in the van, so we're just going to have to like sit together on the airbeds. It's all going to be fun, isn't it? So, yes. I'm hearing that the AZ jab is worse. Yeah, that's exactly what I've heard. Everybody I know that's had the Oxford one has had a much worse time for side effects. At the end of the day, I'd rather have side effects than the virus and get this under control. I am completely for this injection because, you know, we do not want a third wave, do we? See, now Dean, he got...
I've heard the Pfizer one was like that as well.
Dean, are you the same Dean who's just joined the Flock Club? Because I can't tell on here. Or are you a different Dean?
Anyway, as I was saying about the Pfizer, I was told the second one was really bad, but I didn't have any problems at all.
Sarah says, you can say to Ricky in a gruff voice, get in the van.
Get in the van now.
Oh, dear. So, yeah, I was going to say something else. I can't remember what it was. Yes, Dean Bean. Dean is one of our newest Flock Club members.
Hello.
You see, with memberships, you can join via YouTube or via my Ko-fi page, and you get similar perks with both. But what you get when you come through YouTube, you see the people in green, they are members. But unfortunately, there's no way of signaling people who join through my Ko-fi page on here. So I just rely on you telling me, you see? So hello, Dean Bean. I'm going to make a list so I know all of your names. Cody's here. Hello. How's the barbecue going, Cody? He showed me a picture of his barbecue and said, I don't want to be at barbecue. I want to come to your live stream. Sarah's saying sorry to Rick.
Jonathan's here at the window. Excuse me, everybody.
Can you hear? Don't bring him in. He's off now. That's it. We've lost him. He's gone off to feed his boy. Oh, God.
Oh, we've got two of them.
Can you hear him?
You've got two.
My camera won't reach that far. Otherwise, I'd say take the camera. Don't bring him in. Oh dear. So yes, whilst Christopher is off feeding all of the local birds, Cody, you did miss the news. So the news is basically that Chris and I are up in sticks, leaving Eastbourne, moving to Plymouth in Devon. That is our update, but it's been sidetracked by Jonathan and his friends arriving and screaming at the window. Wait for it.
Why won't it reach?
I don't think it will reach that far, Bab.
Does everybody want to see the seagulls?
He's going to feed them. I would love to show you, but I don't. You can try, Bab, but just if he invites it in the kitchen, you probably can. I thought it was a wedding. No, Cody, not quite yet. That will be next year or the year after. Aidan says, no seagulls. They've been waking me up so often lately. Can you hear about it?
Oh, Sydney's here.
I'm going to put the microphone this way. Listen. So this is what the new tenants of this flat have got to look forward to when we leave, is this. And they knock on the window and everything. So, yes, we have now been live stream bombed by seagulls. Can you hear that? Oh dear. So that's what I have to put up with here. So I'm not quite sure what Chris is going to do when we're at the new flat. I think. You all right?
Yeah.
Did you just break the window?
No.
Are you happy now?
Yeah.
It does sound like they're laughing. They probably are laughing. They're probably thinking, that gullible northerner that keeps feeding me crackers. So when we go shopping, we have to get him crackers. Cody says, when you moving, I was about to send you something. Don't send anything. We're moving on the 14th really quick because basically we've known this for about a year that we wanted to move. But we couldn't say anything until Chris got a job. So he's got a job. He starts in a few weeks' time. So 14th. So nobody send us anything. Anybody that wants the address, as per usual, I always say, message me on Facebook so I can stalk you and make sure you're safe. And then you can have our address, no problem.
What are we giving Ricky the address for then?
We trust Ricky.
We haven't got a bucket balcony. We could just like. I was going to say.
You were on about strap-ons earlier. Sorry about this, people. Just leave him alone. He'll crap on your car again.
Sydney's out there though. Have you seen Sydney on Insta?
Oh, we've got a broken seagull.
Got a broken seagull.
After this, I will put a video on Instagram of the broken seagull. Ricky says, you aren't moving without me, Christopher. See, poor Christopher really can't lift anything. As you know, he has been quite poorly, so he really can't lift much at all. So this is why Ricky is coming to rescue me.
I know.
Because I'm strong, but moving all of this on my own is just not happening, really, is it? So, yes.
I can't even walk up and down the stairs, can I?
Liz, you've not got Instagram, but you're on Facebook, aren't you? All of my stories from Instagram do go to my Facebook as well. My FinnTheInfinncible Facebook. I can hear him. My FinnTheInfinncible Facebook, so you see it on there as well.
I keep seeing the seagulls fly past the window, and then on the blind there's like the silhouette of a seagull, and it's just like...
I love you, you idiot. Right, do you want anything else, people?
Ricky's coming to watch you struggle.
Ricky.
Honest, he's butch, he can lift it. It'd be all right.
I am butch.
Well,
but I'm butch when it comes to lifting boxes. They're in the guns. I'm butch, but not.
Yeah, I realised I meant you're strong. You're not butch, are you?
Before I'm going to go anywhere and forget, Jonathan, just be quiet. We're on telly. Do people want more book events? By book events, what I mean is it's the smaller ones on Zoom where you can ask questions. I read a bit of the book, etc., etc. I don't know whether to do any more or not. I've never done this before. I'm a first-time author. I've done a couple of book events.
Yeah,
do I do more or what? I'm basically choosing to do whatever you want. So if people want more live stream book events, Sarah says yes, let me know. It's likely not going to be before we move now, but then once we move, I'll get some organized. And if you want more book events, do you want them on different platforms? Because I've done them on Zoom, I've done a live stream. Would you like me to do them on Instagram, Facebook Live? If you can let me know in the comments in here and under the video once this goes live. I do whatever you guys want. You know, it's you that I write this for and do this stuff for, so just let me know. Toe and Thumb says, are you writing another book? There'll be an announcement about that soon. Watch this space. Emerson says, I'd love to pop into one. Yes, please. Dina says, yes, please. I've loved doing them. The Zoom one, I think, was better because it was quite personal. I can totally wait. And yes, do Zoom, Insta, and Facebook. Okay. Because with this, obviously, we can chat on like this. But with Zoom, we can actually like properly chat one-to-one. And I know that some people do get a bit nervous about that, but please don't, because I'm nervous all the time. So don't worry about it. It's fine. I don't bite. Dean says,
can we have more lives?
I'd love
Chris
to finally,
Cody.
I'd love to finally attend a book event. I want to get a bit more of a schedule going again. Obviously, with the book and with moving, it's all gone off planet a bit. But I want to start getting a bit more routine again. And we moved from doing the Friday for monthly for installments, didn't we? So what we think now, instead of doing videos together, we'll probably still will do occasional videos together, but try and do a monthly live stream together instead, isn't it? Just to do it that way, because these are fun. People do seem to like them. Hannah says Zoom was good for me. Was you at my Zoom? It's fab, wasn't it? I love that. So yeah, and members, of course, you are overdue a quiz night. I'm going to get that sorted, and there needs to be updates on my Ko-fi page as well. That's kind of gone by the by, but please bear with me at the moment. It's all been a bit much with the book and then moving in the middle of Pride Month when I'm being booked to do all sorts of talks and stuff. It's all a bit hectic, but yes, once we move, there'll be a better schedule again. That's the plan. And then you're happy to do one a month like this, aren't you?
Yeah, I enjoy it.
I mean, I trust you now as well, because I would never have done this in the beginning. I want to get to know Chris. Lots of times people have chatted to me and said that they really value like more videos from us about being a couple, in terms of me being trans and you being cis. And I think, you know, if you're up for it, because you weren't really in the beginning, were you? But you're braver now.
Yeah, sod it now.
Okay, there you go.
I think because Ricky says we prefer Chris.
Ricky.
It's understandable, but you've got to have him, I'm afraid.
Flowerstorm says monthly live stream would be wonderful. Probably a lot less work for you in terms of no filming, editing. Yeah, because he's hard to edit. He's really hard to edit. It takes so much effort to like cut the bits out that I'm just not gonna like.
We were both scared at the beginning, weren't we? That I just say it. Yeah. So if I think it's bollocks, I say it's bollocks.
Yes.
And things like, but these are my flock. I love them.
And it's not just
You're too northern.
It's also about getting your content demonetized because you're swearing all the time. But also, I mean, Chris has gone on a journey, and you've said this yourself, about learning trans language. Yeah. And whilst I absolutely know that that's part of what happens when people meet trans people, I think it didn't need to be seen public at first. Now we've got to a level where it's okay. Yeah. It's better. And we are going to do, I know we said this before, we will be doing a video at some point about learning trans language, because honestly, to watch and listen to how he talks now, he never meant any offense. He just didn't know. But to hear how he talks now, when he comes home and he says, oh, this person said this at work, and I explained that it was this. And I'm like, who is this amazing person? So yeah, it will. I will. My
friend Robert, and I don't know if he's still on, he told me about a conversation he had recently, and I was so proud of him. I was just like, oh, as I always, he understood it more than I did. Still,
it's like another language, isn't it? If you're not in a community, if you're not in a country, you can't know the language. And people that get on people's backs about not knowing are not helping. We need to give people space to learn, because as long as people
education and awareness. Yeah, I keep saying it.
Because otherwise people are too scared to ask, you know. So absolutely. Right, quickly catch up with these comments, and then we better sign off and go get some food. Hannah Rose just loved it. The reading was awesome. Have your book, just waiting to start it. Got 2 hours on the go at the moment. Oh. Amazing. Yes, I was actually saying to people that I was thinking about doing a FinnTimate reading, where I pick one of the more specific, kind of more intimate bits of the book, so that people are free to ask more intimate questions, because I think people get a bit nervous. I'm so used to talking about my penis now that for me it's just like talking about a cheese sandwich, but I know for other people it can be a bit like, oh, but I'm so open to chat about this stuff. So if I made it explicit that it was a more after dark reading, then perhaps it might encourage people to just be a bit less afraid, because honestly, you can't offend me. You really can't. And I know this information is needed, so I'm always happy. What have I missed here about a duck?
I'm the same. I still have a lot to learn. I'll say things for comedy value, but only to Finn. Yeah. I wouldn't dare say it out in public.
Yeah, absolutely. But, just scroll up here a minute. Eat a wheat. Sorry, I'm late. What's going on? What? Eat a wheat. What says? I'm late. What's going on? Basically, what's going on is we got dive bombed by Seagull, and then Chris went off the live stream.
Eat a wheat. Where have you been? What time do you call this?
We're moving. That's our live news. That's our big news. And this has just been a bit of a silly live stream as a kind of prelude to Pride Month, because it's Pride Month from tomorrow. So I want to say a very early happy Pride Month to everybody. Pride. We need Pride more than ever, because so many people are on their own, isolated from communities, events are closed, prides are closed. So it's so important to connect with people whatever way you can at the moment. There's so much online stuff happening. It's not as good as a real thing, of course, but it's really important to stay connected.
And you know what? If you think Pride is just a party, then you're at the wrong Pride.
Yeah, it needs to be more than that at the moment. There's a lot going on in our community. I'm not going to end on a negative note, but there's a lot going on, so we really do need Pride more than ever.
I've just seen my name up there somewhere.
Have you? Aidan says, I hope to get your book soon. I'm pre-transition trans guy myself. I'm also quite broke the life of a student. No worries. Absolutely no worries at all. Come to a reading. If you come to enough readings, you'll probably hear the whole book. I'm not allowed to do that. What did you miss? Chris seems so authentic and he's shown incredible vulnerability in your videos. I agree. So we don't mind if he has more to learn. Bless your heart. Drummer's
Did
Starboy.
you see me at the end of his Trans Pride one 2 years ago?
You were
I was like
so
upset,
emotional.
stroke, getting a bit angry.
Yeah. I think that was your big turning point, wasn't it? When you realised just how much, because everybody obviously has seen us on YouTube together. So not only was saying hello to me, but also to Chris. And he was just really overwhelmed that everyone was just kind of telling you about how it was being trans and what it was like being there.
And it was like people who I'd never met before wanting to come up to me and like really nervously and then say, could I have a cuddle?
It was really sweet, wasn't it?
So this time I'm going to have a t-shirt made up of yes, you can have a cuddle.
Drummer Starboy saw it, so it made me cry.
Oh.
I know, it was really emotional, wasn't it? Really was. Made lots of friends that day that we still see, don't we?
Yeah.
There will be more Prides. People got these lovely rainbows.
I know.
Lovely rainbows. So yes, so that's you're an inspiration, Chris. Bless you. Aidan says, where can I join in on the readings? I only have YouTube, so I miss a lot of things on social media. One of the best ways, Aidan, is in the description to this video. There's a link to my newsletter. And that way you'll find out everything because I send all of my events, everything that's going on once a week in that newsletter. And it's often a lot better, especially because YouTube isn't great at doing the notification thing. And if you're not on other social media, that's a way of getting first-hand information.
You're doing them on Zoom, aren't you?
Yeah, I usually do the readings on Zoom because that's it's a smaller group, then we can actually chat one-to-one and ask personal questions in a different way than this. And it feels a bit safer as well because once people join, I lock the room, not so you can't escape, just so that, you know, it stops anybody else gets in. So yes, please follow my newsletter. Anyone that isn't following my newsletter, follow it. It's just a weekly letter where you get all of my content, updates on all of the events that are going on, and you get to know before anyone else does, and you get exclusives as well on occasion. So good.
Oh, Louisa Blackman says, I have a sign for Pride that says, this mum gives free hugs.
I love that. Sarah says, cuddle time. Me too. I want a Chris cuddle. Yeah.
No.
YouTube notifications are terrible. I agree. I never got one for this live stream, even though I've got notifications on. Flower Storms, it frustrates me all the time, which is a lot of reasons why I'm actually concentrating more on memberships via my Ko-fi page, because there it's much better to keep people up to date. It notifies people. It's just all on one platform. Because unfortunately, when I started the YouTube memberships, it was when they were first launched, and I thought that they'd improve them and improve the notifications, and they really haven't. YouTube are quite bad at this kind of community side of YouTube, which is ridiculous, isn't it? I don't care, but listen, if you listen to YouTube,
sort it
out because you're going to lose people, you know. Brilliant, Aidan, wonderful. So yes, anything I've mentioned in here, links to where you can buy the book, links to signed books and stickers, links to my newsletter, all of it will be in the description below. There's a link to my website in there as well, finleygames.com. If you ever want to contact me, just use the contact me tab on there. It goes straight to my email. I'm always happy to chat.
Sorry,
so yes, pains. Chris has got pains. Nothing new there. He's another git.
Always in pain.
So we're going to sign off. We've both got the day off tomorrow now. It's Bank Holiday Monday, isn't it?
Yay.
So
I've got 10 working days left.
You saw the wreck behind us. So I think it's a day off tomorrow. No packing tomorrow. I think we're just going to have a day off. Go for a bit of a lie-in, bit of a walk on the seafront. And yes.
Does Chris have tattoos?
No way.
No.
He's not very good with pain. So no, that wouldn't happen. But never know, one day.
Oh, I don't know. I had a big operation years ago, not as big as Finn's. And I've not been good with pain since, and I'm in pain now, which is why I got for sleep.
Yeah, he's really struggling at the moment. He really is. Right, lots of love to you all. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for putting up with the Seagull bomb incident.
That was hilarious, wasn't it?
If you want
Talk
to
about
see
timing.
more seagulls, find us on Instagram or my story on Facebook, and I will send you some pictures in a minute of Jonathan today. Let's quickly read what's going on here. Person says this has been so fun.
Oh,
Brilliant. I love this. Dean Bean says, nice to hang out with you on the stream. Dean, there will be a members quiz soon and we'll get to know each other even better. So stay tuned for that. Mwah. Love you all. Love you all so much. See you soon. Bye.